Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will have the football first. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this. Doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Split backs here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Ellison. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a live ball. Defense running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. Past the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Meredith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougar! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And listen, if I have a playmaker running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll send the back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Tyson. Breaks the tackle. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's got him in the flat. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Give to the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They booted away on 4th down. smashes his way through again. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Handoff to the single running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Ellison.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it set up on the outside. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And now this offense will take the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going right to work up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll leave it with him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Washington State has it all working right now. Wants to go up top on first down. quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williamson. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Williamson. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Throws to the tight end. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play call.
Touchdown!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They'll go to the ground. After the filthy move. He's got room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. So they couldn't get it done on third down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops the throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Meredith. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Washington State going back to work on first down. Wants to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Sends it back in motion. Finding open areas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. The give to the back. Quick step and go. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I'd say a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wazoo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. He's got it at the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's looking to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide out trying to get it in.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Quick release by the QB. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 body.
There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Gives it on the option. Makes one man miss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Complete out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Nice move. They keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Cougars. And the pummeling has started. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they hand him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's more. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Williamson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Tyson. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Tyson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Tyson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here comes the hurry up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got it. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
On the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Down to the 23 for this first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. Touchdown, Cougar! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Got a man, it's Tyson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
He's brought down at the 34.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Makes a grab on the shot. He got loose, almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
First down for the offense.
Now from inside the red zone. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put